everybody. Today it is the Invisible Connections podcast. I am your host, Sandra Dorenzi. Now, I've kind of been running out of things to talk about lately, so if you have some requests, please leave them in the comments section of this podcast, and I would love to address those. So I saw a TikTok recently saying if you are a neurodivergent, you should have an autistic night or whatever, or an autism night where you do like all kinds of autism-friendly activities. And though I haven't tried that yet, I thought that was a great suggestion. But instead of doing a night, I'm going to do a podcast episode. So I've downloaded 2 apps specifically that are like puzzle games, and I'm going to play both of them. One of them's like one of those brain tests where you like have to figure out what the question means and stuff like that. And then the other one is Block Blast. I keep seeing ads for Block Blast everywhere. So we're going to start with that one. Okay. So I'm opening the app now. I got a million pop-ups, so we're already starting with a puzzle right from the beginning. Okay, so every time you successfully do a puzzle, it says great. This is just relaxing.
Excellent.
It's satisfying, which is funny because, like, I've gotten stressed over puzzles before, but this is actually kind of nice. Yeah, so if you guys have any, suggestions on what I should be doing on these podcasts, that would be great. This will probably be a very short episode, just mainly because, again, I'm starting to run out of stuff to talk about here. But yeah, I am actually... So one of the things I also want to say too is I might start having less often episodes, mainly because I am ramping up the creation of my program. So when I get back east, most of the work has already been done for it. Wow, this is just relaxing. But I'm going to actually turn the volume down while I talk so you guys can hear me. Yes, the program that I am working on is starting to become reality in the sense that I'm starting to really ramp up creating it. And because of that, that might lead to less posts in November until I go home. And I'm working on a lot of other projects as well at the same time. So things will be changing when I get home, and I'm really excited for some of these changes because they're going to be good changes. You know, we kind of all need change in our lives, and it's so important. Oh, I just lost. There were no more spaces. So it gives you different puzzles as you go. But yeah, as I was saying, as it gets closer to me going home, I'm getting more projects. So I will try to post as often as I can, but just so you know, as a disclaimer, that it might mainly be Tuesdays or just Thursdays, one of the 2 days, once a week, because I am running out of stuff to talk about. Now, if I get more requests, that might make things a little bit easier, just mainly because I'll know kind of what to talk about. But lately I haven't gotten any, so because of that, I can't keep making content if I don't really know what to talk about, or I don't really have a topic to talk about. So hopefully I'll get more requests. And as I get home too, there's a lot more people I know at home that can guest star on my podcast, and that might be creating more content, but as for now, I don't really have that, so I'm kind of struggling with just coming up with different ideas on things to talk about. This is kind of hard to multitask on, but I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I don't know, doing puzzles these puzzles are like oddly satisfying and relaxing because Like, when I do puzzles with other people, which is, like, the only time I've really done them this year, I just get stressed out because they're, like, arranging the pieces in a certain way, and I gotta do a couple other pieces, and I just end up, like, getting stressed out and giving up. So this is kind of nice, but I'm starting to think that maybe I just like doing puzzles on my own and not, like, having other people joining me for that. I don't know. Is that a thing? Please comment if you're on the spectrum, if that's a thing or not. But yeah, so I definitely want to finish this program for when I get back. That's, like, kind of my main goal. And you guys will hear about that as you do on every podcast episode that you tune into. The other goals that I have, I am currently working on a book. That is one of the projects I've been working on. That one has taken a little more time, and I don't expect to have it out by the time I come back, nor did I expect that when I decided to come out west. I knew the book would be something that would be more long-term and would take longer for me to make. The project I'm hoping to have done before I get back, or the program, the program project. I don't have a name for the program yet, but I'm hoping that as I make it, it will come to me naturally. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be doing this, and it's just so fulfilling knowing that your work could help somebody else in the future. And that's what I'm hoping it really does at the end of the day. I'm hoping that somebody else can benefit from being a part of this program. The other things I've been doing here, I've been trying to look for jobs, but as you all know, that's been really difficult, and especially with the way the job market is right now. So I'm not beating myself up about it, which I think is also an improvement for me, because I kind of used to do that self-deprecating stuff that really doesn't help anybody. And what I love about Teamwork Wins is that that's exactly what we're against, is that self-deprecating stuff that you do in your head, telling yourself that you need to be better, you need to do this, you need to do that, and we're against that. You know, we want people to understand that they are enough as they are, even if they are a little different. And that is something I will stand by. Wow, this game is going on for a really long time. But yeah, the other thing too that I'm excited about is when I get home, I will have a lot better technology. Right now I'm kind of working with like an iPad and an iPhone. But when I go home, I'm going to have my iMac, which will be really great for recording content and podcasts. The other thing, too, that I want to say as well is that I haven't done much with my public YouTube channel yet. I used to post a lot more regularly on it, but then I kind of stopped near like high school because I got a lot of hate and other comments and other problems, but now you can turn the comments off, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing for a lot of my videos. Not all of them, just some of them. And, game over, but I got a new high score, so that's good. Yeah, I'm liking these puzzle games, but it seems to kind of like choose which games it wants you to do. I kind of wish, because it's supposed to have multiple puzzle games. Oh, it says more games. Maybe if I click start. Oh, here we go. This is the one I like. There's one where you like can shift the blocks so that others have to fit, and that's also relaxing. So it's really nice. You get like a lot of different block games with this one, but it doesn't show you like a menu of which games. You just have to like click on the setting bar and click more games, and then it gives you another one. So as for creating more content, I am going to hopefully start posting more on my YouTube as well as I approach going back. So that'll be exciting as well. And I also really would love to create like a documentary of what I've been doing over here. I think it's really beneficial if you have a time in your life where you're going through something like what I went through to decide to move. It's a hard decision to make, but I don't regret moving here. It helped me heal, it helped me grow, and I met a lot of friends here, and it helped me focus on the things that I wanted to do and the dreams I wanted to accomplish, despite having some fallbacks, which we all do. So I definitely am happy that I took a trip here. It's actually funny. A lot of the people that I met are like, you don't have to go back east. But no, I definitely am going back. But it's like nice to know that people want me here. Yeah, it's just nice everyone's so welcoming, and it's really great over here. Okay, so for those of you on the autism spectrum, I highly recommend Block Blast here because this is just, you know what, this is really good. Like, I'm realizing something. This is really good for times where you feel fidgety or you're going through sensory overload. Oh man, I have a rash. I just was itching it just now. My autoimmune condition has been flaring up. Anyway, this is really good for times where you're going through sensory overload and you need something to kind of take your mind off of just so many people trying to talk to you at once, which has happened to me, and it can be an uncomfortable experience. So having a game like this kind of helps distract you a little bit. I'm going to be honest, which is really nice because as much as I love, I lost. As much as I love talking to people, if I am not prepared for a situation, if lots of people just start showing up at a place where I'm at without me knowing, I kind of just start going through sensory overload. And lately, because I've been through depressing circumstances, I almost feel like my sensory issues have become more of an issue, and I'm trying to take better care of myself. I kind of reflected and thought about the last a week or so as I'm getting closer to going back. I kind of thought of, I really had to overcome a lot because, this year I have gotten depression. And then this year I also got diagnosed with Sjogren's, which is a pain in the butt. And makes it harder for me to go places because I always got to bring my eye drops with me. And if I'm going through a flare-up, I'm going to get rashes like I am right now. So I got to be really careful in the sun and put sunscreen on pretty much every time I go outside. Well, other than the winter, which is going to be 20 degrees back east. But if it's summer, if it's spring, doesn't matter if it's 70 degrees, I just put sunscreen on. Because the time that I didn't, before I was diagnosed, I broke out into hives all over my body, and it took a week for it to go away, and I had to take steroids, and it was the worst. But yeah, I've overcome that, and then also adding my autism on top of all that, and then also I have endometriosis too, which can also exhaust your body. Having all four of those invisible challenges and having to overcome them this year, I really took the time to reflect these past few days as it's getting closer to me going back, and I realized, yeah, you know what, I'm a lot tougher than I give myself credit for. None of this self-deprecation crap anymore. I am so much better than I give myself credit for. All right. With that being said, as you all know, I am board secretary of Teamwork Wins. And today I'm going to play for you the ad as I normally do. Please donate to our GoFundMe. We are doing amazing things, and it's going to help with autism unemployment. That's mainly what my program is going to help do, and that's where these funds are going to, as well as the other programs that are currently running on helping the community in prison, people with invisible challenges that are in the prison system, helping them to overcome that and come out of it, of their experiences better. So please, 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 please donate. The GoFundMe is in the description. If you don't donate, please at least spread the word about it, because it's something that the Teamwork Wins team has been working really hard on, and we really want to change lives.
We're back. My name's Adele Saccarelli Cavallero. I'm the founder and executive director of this wonderful organization, a foundation for awareness and change. And it's dear to my heart.
I'm Gail Kirshner, and I'm the executive co-director.
I am Sandy Dorenzi, and I am the board secretary.
Hey, is Teamwork Win still running? Well, we're on hiatus for a little bit. Or, no, during COVID, we had to stop a little bit. Over the years, I have received phone calls from people that have attended our camps, and now they're in college and in the workplace. And I talk to these people that have attended the programs. They're always so excited, and they express such great gratitude about what they learned here. Our staff and our volunteers just were miraculous. I know that sounds a little out there, but they really were. They changed lives.
Our new focus with our programs is with 3 different underserved populations. One is underserved youth who are at high risk for getting into trouble, having difficulty in school, and not being happy and successful. We also want to work with youth who have parents in prison, and we also want to work with ex-offenders who are trying diligently to turn their life around, but need additional support because of their invisible challenges.
I would really like to create a program for raising awareness and educating workplaces about the autism spectrum and hiring employees, as well as trying to spread education to workplaces about autism. I'm hoping to also help one-on-one in order to help them find employment opportunities. One of the other things I want to do is make one of these programs virtual. Still in the works, but I think it would be really cool because then people from all around the world or different parts of the United States and different time zones would be able to join.
We have a lot to do about awareness and change. Our organization is really about looking at the perceptions as children, sometimes misperceptions, sometimes stories that we told as children, and kind of clearing them up, undoing those beliefs about ourselves that aren't so nice. And I hope you come join us. See you soon.
We hope you come join us. So please, again, if you can spare it, please donate anything we are grateful for. And if you are unable to donate, please share the link so that others may donate. Okay, so I'm going to be honest, this is probably going to be another half an hour podcast. It's going to be pretty short because I'm just going to be doing the brain test now. So yeah, it's the app is called Brain Test. Oh, okay. The music is kind of weird. All right, are you ready to test your brain? Yeah, well, let's see how this goes. Level 1. Okay. Which one is the biggest? So it's showing me like a couple different animals. I'm pretty sure it's the lion. Okay, I'm correct. I was thinking that it was going to be like the word biggest or something like that, like trickery. How to blossom this flower. You gotta make it rain. Oh, no, you gotta move the clouds so that it's sunny. But that's a little, like, bit of a trick question because, like, so basically there were, like, clouds over top of, like, this plant, and it said, like, how do you make it sprout? And you have to, like, move the clouds for it to show the sun. But, like, I was thinking, like, oh, well, the rain, you have to make it rain so that they're watered. So, I mean, a little bit of a trick question. Spin the wheel for a reward. Your in-laws have everything. Oh, I got an ad. Yeah, I'll just turn it down. I mean, you guys heard the music. I got an ad for an avocado peeler. No, wait, it's for Google. Okay. All right, ad is over. So I got like a thumbs up, but I don't really like want to spin again. Oh, okay. There's like a no thanks, but it's small. Put the elephant into the fridge. Wait, that's weird. It won't let me. Open up fridge. It's not even like it's a trick question. I can't put it into the word fridge. Oh, there we go. You gotta like tap it aggressively. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little disappointed in this app. Like, I expected a little... I put them in the fridge. It won't let me move on. No, I don't want to skip. It won't let me move on. I put them in the fridge. I don't know what's happening. Open the fridge first. But I did. I put him in the fridge. He's in the fridge. Yeah, I don't like this one. I'm going back to Block Blast. I can't stop laughing. I don't like this one. I'm going back to Block Blast. So those of you autistics looking for an app, well, I highly recommend Block Blast. You don't even have to pay for it. Just nice, classic Block Blast. And we're gonna play the other game we were playing. I don't know what... They don't, like, have names for the games, but I like the one that you, like, slide the blocks, like, to get one whole column of, like, blocks to go. I wasn't ever gonna get this game because I don't really, like, listen to ads. Well, I mean, I do. I hate saying that. It makes me sound like a hypocrite considering that I like playing my Teamwork Wins ad in every podcast. I mean, I will say, though, like, if someone recommends a game to me, I'll possibly get it. But I don't get... I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't really get, like, a lot of apps on my phone or my iPad because I don't really like all the notifications that come with them and, like, the constant amount of buzz, 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 buzz. Like, it kind of overwhelms me. But this one is so worth it. Like, I actually just... They make it look like it's one of those apps that's, like, not a good app, but it's actually, like, really good. So, again, Block Blast. Block Blast has an A+, in my opinion. So this guy on TikTok who said to have an autism night, he also said, like, Animal Crossing is a good, like, autism game, which I find funny because, like, I literally play that, like, all the time. But I think it's because, like, it's games where you don't really have to think. And you don't have to battle something because that might, like, kind of, like, make you stressed out. Which is nice. And so, yeah, that's the whole autism night suggestion, I feel like, is a very good idea. And plus the other thing too is we often forget to take care of our needs. We often forget to... Oh, dang, I'm not good at this one. I used to be so good at it. Maybe with practice. We used to, like, I think autistics in our society are very used to masking and conforming and forgetting to take care of themselves. Having, like, an autism night almost, like, forces you to take care of yourself, which I think is very important. And it's making me, you know, I think part of the big thing I took away from here is that I really did not take care of myself enough. And I really didn't take care of my, like, autism needs enough. I kind of just, like, ignored them. And I kind of just ignored them. And it kind of ended in me just being miserable. It doesn't really work. It's kind of the same thing as you, like, holding in your emotions because they're not logical. Like, it doesn't mean they're not there. If you hold in your emotions, it's like a volcano trying to hold in an eruption. Eventually, everything's just going to explode and come to the surface. And I think that really led to my burnout and my depression, was just not taking proper care of myself. So I've definitely gotten better at that. And I'm going to admit there are days where I, you know, have rested a lot more than getting stuff done. Today is one of those examples, but I'm getting stuff done now in the afternoon. And yesterday also was one of those examples. But I think I've learned that that's kind of like a part of what I'm going to deal with when dealing with like these emotions and learning to heal. Part of it is having days like that and being okay with them. And I'm kind of learning to be a lot kinder to myself. I was like my own biggest critic, and I think it's because I was surrounded by constantly being criticized, and so I kind of like reflected that and started criticizing myself. But as I've been here, I kind of asked myself, like, is that really like warranted? Like, is this thing that I'm criticizing myself for controllable? No. Maybe I should take it a little easier on myself. So that's definitely something I've learned here. And I'm definitely excited to be launching with these projects. And yeah, that's what I've been working on here. I'm going to do another puzzle game. Wait, here, so I'm going to click more games. Wait, it went away with the setting. So I guess there's only two then. The one I was just playing and this one. Okay. That's fine. Just sad that that's all there is. There's another one as well that I really like. I'm forgetting what it's called. I'm gonna look for it right now. It's on my phone. Fruit Merge. I love Fruit Merge. That's another one I recommend. It does have a lot of ads on it, but it's a really fun game to play. Actually, the funny thing is I learned about it through my mom because it was on her phone and we were waiting one day and my phone was dead. And she's like, you are looking kind of bored. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of am. My phone's dead. And she said, here, you can play this game on my phone and I think you'll like it a lot. So I started playing it and I became addicted. And now I guess I'm also addicted to Block Blast. But it's actually like a puzzle game in the sense that, like, you gotta kind of combine the fruits in the right way to form as many coconuts as possible. So, yeah, or I don't know if it's coconuts or bigger fruits, because there are two different versions of the game and the fruits are different. So I'm kind of trying to remember here. Yeah, it's been an eventful couple of days. But, yeah. Also, it's been really nice out here. I don't know how the weather is out east. It's been like 80 over here. And it just feels, the outside feels so nice. Yeah, definitely. The other thing I noticed too is oftentimes when I'm like depressed, I kind of forget to like take a step outside. And I kind of forget the power of like just taking a moment to go outside. And I remember that yesterday because yesterday I actually went outside for a little bit. It was like the perfect weather. You see, the thing about the West here in the desert is this time of year is very nice. Unlike the East where it gets like really cold, it's like the perfect temperature here. Not too hot, not too cold. So if you sit in the shade outside, it almost feels like you're inside because it's like the perfect temperature. And it's so nice. And I enjoyed it yesterday. And then at some point in nighttime, I'm going to watch the stars. Now, I don't know about like California, but the stars, at least where I'm at, are a little bit brighter in the sky because there's less fog and smog where I'm at. The skies are a lot clearer. And that's kind of part of the community here is they like to keep the skies very clear so that you have a nice view at nighttime. So that's definitely something that I can appreciate about here. All right. Well, I think I'm going to be wrapping up our podcast here. I know it was a little bit of a shorter episode this week. And please give me some ideas because I'm kind of running out of ideas of things to talk about. So any ideas would be appreciated. Please remember the links in the description for Teamwork Wins. As always, I'm your host, Sandra Dorenzi, and I hope you all have a great day. See you on the next one.